Welcome to Fairy Reads Your Tarot, live streamed at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on weekdays. Sorry, I'm 15 minutes late again. And I'm grounded for getting out of my jar yesterday. So I will be doing readings from in the house. Father doesn't want me out there running around the woods by myself. He's afraid that something's going to get me or eat me. So, good morning, Hollerita, and good morning, Michelle. And I see that I already have Miss Deb Sunshine and Tiger Lily Loving Life and Tara and Manek Sunshine. So good morning to you all. Oh, and the cat is really crazy this morning. Sorry, folks. He's knocking my camera around. Rita and Michelle Nugent. Okay, my dears. So today, again, I want to try to keep things short today because I have some things to do. For one thing that I need to do is get out these wonderful crystals that I have for you all. Still in this bowl. They've charged and charged and charged. And now they need to be sent out to their proper owners. So today I plan on heading out to the post office with these and getting some bubble wrap and the packaging that I need in order to send out these goodies to our fairy friends. So, indeed, these will be headed out today. All pretty, super pretty. That one is so beautiful. Very, very nice piece. Okay, so anyway, so because we're doing a short read and whatnot, we're going to pick what we want to read from today. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, I want that citrine out too. Very pretty citrine. So, and then another piece of quartz. Put that there. And this really lovely UFO rock, which is a ragonite. Very beautiful. So I'm going to keep that here with us too. Okay, so let's get started. And, oh, I guess I wasn't down at the bottom. Your cat's kept you up all night, turning the water on and knocking over plants, etc., Manek says. Oh, yes. Good morning, Raven Wolf Channel. And that's the list. Okay, let me get Raven Wolf Channel on there. So I want to apologize, darlings. Last night when we were doing our cooking stream, there was lots of people coming in that I missed, and I feel terrible about it. I went back and read the Shakespeare did right before the Ides of March, right? Raven Wolf Channel. Let me get that on there. Okay, so as I was going back and watching the chat and the replay, I realized people were coming in. I didn't notice they were there, like Manek, of course. So, Manek, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry I didn't notice you come in. Was so busy with my hands wet half the time and chopping and whatnot, so I feel really bad about that. Oh, new moon ritual, exciting. Very cool. And then a Raven Wolf Channel had asked me what kind of tea that was we were drinking. Hello, Yvette's vlog. How are you, darling? Oh, I love your hair in your icon. It looks so cute. So anyways, I wanted to let you know, Raven Wolf Channel, that was the fairy breakfast tea that we were drinking. Hubby's drinking it with me now. Father likes it too. So we've kind of switched off of coffee. And yeah, that's what we're doing now. Drinking fairy breakfast tea. So, wonderful. All right, my dears. So, I have 9 of you in here. I have 5 likes so far. And this is what I've got on my list. So, good morning to you all. Deb Sunshine, Tiger Lily, Tara, Manek Sunshine, Hollerita, Michelle Nugent, Raven Wolf Channel, and Yvette's vlog. So if I missed anybody, let me know in the chat. I see 5 likes now. Thank you very much. I think we can get it up there a little bit higher. There is 9 of us in here today. Let's make that go up to 9. At least we could get that hermit. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so today we're going to choose which we want to read from. So we will be picking from the Renaissance Tarot, the Instant Tarot, or the Fairy Tarot. So I need you to let me know, and let's just get started with that real quick. So Deb Sunshine, which one do you want today? Renaissance. You can just put R, I, or F. So R will be for Renaissance, I for the Instant Tarot, and F. Oh, thank you. F for Fairy Tarot. Okay, excellent. So Deb Sunshine, which one do you like the best? Or which one do you want to read from today? R is cool. Okay, so we have Deb with an R. Tiger Lily, what you got in mind, darling? R, got the R, okay. Tiger Lily, which one do you want to hear today? Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy? Oh, that's terrible, Hollerito. We will. Everybody send positive thoughts to Hollerita's son. Hello, Manimal207. Okay, so I have an R for Raven Wolf. And I need to write Manimal207. Manimal207 down. Okay, got you down, Manimal. Good morning to ya. Tiger Lily says F. Fairy for Tiger Lily, got it. Tara wants the Instant. Michelle said F. Okay. All right. So I'm still missing Manek Sunshine, Hollerita, Yvette's Vlog, and Manimal207. So if you would, please pick between Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy today. So just let me know which card you would like read, and I'll pick from you from those proper decks. Oh, let's see here. Manek says I, Instant. Got it. Hollerita says I. Still looking for Yvette and Manimal. Yvette said Fairy. Got it. Manimal. Yep, Instant. Oh, you want to change to Instant, Deb? Okay, gotcha. Switching you to Instant. Manimal, I need to know if you want Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy Tarot today. Manimal207, are you still here, dear? Good morning, Kratom Butterfly. So today we're choosing which one we want to read from. Would you like Renaissance Tarot, Instant Tarot, or Fairy Tarot today? Manimal says Fairy. Got it. Kratom Butterfly, which one do you like the best? Or do you want to hear from today? Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy? Fairy, okay. All right, I think I have everyone that's here on the list. Smash that like for me one more time, you guys. We're almost to 13. We have 13 in here, and it would be awesome if we had 13 likes. That would be cool. Okay, we're going to start with our daily tarot from our daily math. So, of course, the Empress is for all month. The Empress is the month of the 3. Yeah, it's okay. You're good, Manimal. You can be straight and still like fairies. It's all right. I'm straight and I still like fairies. So, in any case, the Empress is our monthly card. And it says it is time to take action, the power of creativity and success that allows for a life of luxury. So again, that is all month for us, folks. We have that Empress. So we're going to be dealing with these very high creative energies that are going on within us. For me, it's all about gardening. I'm really, really wanting to get out there and get my hands in that soil and get busy with soil and seeds. Yes, indeed. So the Empress for the month. The date, today is the 14th, and we all found out last night, I think, that Mr. Stephen Hawking passed away, which is a huge thing for us. We love science, and so it's sad to see him go. Also, knowing that he's an atheist brings up all this curiosity as to where he goes afterwards. But what an interesting man. If you don't know much about Stephen Hawking, I encourage you to study his work and his life. He's very incredible and made it through a lot of physical challenges too. And what a genius. Quite the mathematician. So today's date is the 14th, and it's all about this balance. So we are taking everyone's input into consideration. We're merging viewpoints to create a better solution. We're taking our time. There's no need for us to rush. Awesome, Manimal. Good to hear. Fantastic. And of course, as you all know, we've done away with the raids long ago, and we now make fairy circles on our channel. So if you would like, and I would love for you all to get in connection with each other, and let's just tighten this connection. It's a great connection, and it's a great reflection. Good morning, Debbie Lynn TV. So Debbie Lynn, today you get to choose which tarot cards you would like to read. We're reading from either the Renaissance Tarot, the Instant Tarot, or the Fairy Tarot. So you get to pick. So you can just throw an R, an I, or an F at me, and I'll be glad to put you down. The addition of the math for the balance and the Empress, so for the month and the date, gives us the Star, which I love. This is one of my favorite cards. So, Debbie Lynn, I will need you to pick Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy today. Okay, F it is for the fairies. All right. So the Star card is the math of these two. And so it says for all of us to look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. Wonderful. Beautiful card. It's all about that illumination and enlightenment. So, and also for those of you that didn't know, we started another book, and it's called Ekankar, and you can find it in our new playlist called Ekankar, which this is the key to secret worlds. A lot of stuff for open-minded folks. So if you are going to listen to it, make sure that your mind is open and ready and willing to receive this information. So you can check that out. It's now one chapter, and the forward is already in that list for you guys. So I hope that you will study with us. And also there's the Shambhala, the Sacred Path of the Warrior, which I also encourage you to read or listen to me read. Sorry for my pronunciation skills, but yeah, we got through it. So anyway, that is another open your mind kind of book. So yeah, please check out those playlists. You're going to love them. The next card that I have is the Strength card, and this is for all year. We have the Strength. The Strength is telling us the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. It's time for us to embrace how wonderful we are. So that strength we have all year long. And then last but not least, the card of the math of all of that, 3 plus 14, which equals 17, added to 2018, it comes out to be 2035. 2035, add that back together, it becomes a 10, which is the wheel. So it's all about the cycles, folks. It is about the seasons and the way things change and the way they roll and move like a wheel. And karma. Karma moves like a wheel too. So the good that you do comes back to you. So don't forget it, because that's very important. And I don't want to say the negativity that you do comes back to you, because that's just negative. So I want to encourage you to put out these good, positive intentions, vibes, thoughts, words. Everything you do should be good, and that will balance the scales to the goodness. We need that light. We need the light workers. So the wheel says to us, delays are over. There's sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car, or travel. So we have that wheel. We're going to leave the wheel there. So all of you that are getting the fairy tarot today, there will not be a wheel in the deck because we are using the wheel to represent the day. So I'm going to place these extra cards back into the deck. We'll give them some shuffles. Make sure that nobody else came in when I wasn't looking. I think we're good. And of course, moderators, you're doing a wonderful job. I appreciate you so much for making sure that new people are always welcome. And even if my nose is stuck in a book, I love it that you are on it with that. So again, I will apologize for anybody that I missed in the chat yesterday during our cooking live stream. I apologize for that again, and wish I could have been paying better attention. I really need to get a tripod or something, because I have to just like set the camera up on things and whatnot, and sometimes it's a little iffy. But it is hard to read the chat with wet hands or when you're cooking and chopping and whatnot too. So again, let me apologize for that. I always want you to feel welcome when you're here on our channel. I never want you to feel like nobody saw you or that you were unincluded. So just know that even if I didn't see you, that I am automatically appreciative of your energy and your generosity with your time. Always. Always. Who doesn't like fairies? I don't know. I don't know anybody that doesn't like fairies. Not right offhand. They're interesting, beautiful creatures. So much imagination. Oh yeah, I know there's no need to apologize, but I just want to make sure that you guys understand that I care. I really do. And if I miss you and I go back and read the chat, then sometimes I learn that you guys had said different things to me. I saw Sailor Aqua was in there. He tried to say a couple things to me. I missed it completely. I saw Ravenwolf Channel ask me what kind of tea that was we were drinking, and I didn't answer because I never saw it. So I didn't see it until afterwards, and so I will let you know now that yes, that was fairy breakfast tea that we were drinking. And also Manek Sunshine, I apologize for not noticing when you came in too, dear. And should have just sensed your energy. And also, I didn't notice this until afterwards, but it seemed like everybody was making spaghetti the other night. So go figure. We are so connected, you guys, all on the same level. How many people had spaghetti for dinner last night? Even before they saw us cooking it, they were already making it. And yesterday's stream, by the way, was so beautiful. The Fairy Reads Your Tarot stream. Wow. When I went back and watched it. And, you know, I couldn't see half the time because the sunbeams were all over the camera. So I couldn't always see what was going on. And then when I went back and watched it, I was just amazed. It was very breathtaking with all those sunbeams and beauty out there in the gorgeous woodland. Just wonderful. And Kratom Butterfly told me that her and her husband thought that there was a hawk outside because they have a hawk that comes to visit. And they thought that the hawk was outside, but it was actually me going, yeah. I like to talk to hawks. And my dad taught me when I was young how to speak with hawks. My sister also can talk to birds. She has a video up right now where she's talking to the crows. Yes, and Manek, I need to get over there and watch your old house video. I didn't get around to that last night. I started getting really, really tired. I was pretty exhausted. So I will go try to watch that today. But I really want to get these things sent out. Like, I've got to get out your, I have to get this out for Manek. And then I have all of our crystals that need to go out to our other fairy friends. This is going to be so cool in Julian's tree. I can't wait to see it. You're going to have to make a video of it when you get it out there. I actually might make a short video of it hanging in our tree today. And then when you get it, you can make a video of it hanging in Jules' tree. That would be so cool. We could maybe do a collaboration on that too. Where it looks like you can add, like you can open up the video where you can add to it. So, like, I think Miss Doll did that. And it's so pretty. And I think Miss Doll did that where you can collaborate with numerous artists and then you just add them together to the video. You're streaming at 6? Awesome. Looking forward to that. Very cool. Me and the boys actually might go do some streaming tonight too around 3 when they get home. They want to go walk the railroad tracks up on the little mountain. So we'll probably do that. Yes. Actually, the bee chimes are for the tree. Yes. They are for Manek too because Manek has such a love for bees. But they are for this wonderful little tree that she has planted for our son that we lost. Our 26-year-old passed away a couple of Septembers ago. And Manek immediately planted a Japanese cherry blossom willow tree. Is that right? Am I saying that right? Yes, love wind chimes. Awesome. It's like what? It's like soothing bad spirits. Yes. Wind chimes are beautiful. So pretty. Okay. All right, I have these shuffled now, folks. So let's move that a little to the side. And we now have our cards ready to go. Okay, let me double check and make sure. Here's the list that I have. So I have Deb Sunshine. She's picked Instant Tarot. I have Tiger Lily. Sorry, can't speak today. Tiger Lily has picked Fairy Tarot. I have Tara, who has picked... It's Manek, not Manek. Wait, did I spell wrong? Oh, gotcha. Okay. 2 butterfly chimes that are hummingbird feeders. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so I have Tiger Lily who has Fairy Tarot, and I have Tara who has picked Instant Tarot. Manek Sunshine has also picked Instant Tarot. Hollerita has picked Instant Tarot. Michelle Nugent has picked Fairy Tarot. Raven Wolf Channel has picked the Renaissance Tarot. Yvette's Vlog has picked Fairy Tarot. Manimal 207 Fairy Tarot. Kratom Butterfly Fairy Tarot. And Debbie Lynn TV Fairy Tarot. So, did I miss anyone, folks? Just want to make sure I haven't missed anybody on the list. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. So, let's get started. We're going to start with Deb Sunshine's today, and Deb has picked Instant. So, let's get Deb out a couple of cards. All right, Deb. We're going to pick a card for now. It's going to be the 3 of Pentacles. We're going to pick a card for the past. 4 of Pentacles. And we're going to pick a card for the future. And I'll tilt that down in just a second, my dears. And it's going to be the 2 of Swords. All right, let's get this down a little bit so we can have a closer look at your cards. maybe. Oh, hold on just a second. If I get this too far away, then I can't read the chat. So, all right, there we go. There, I think we can see them pretty good that way. All right, Deb. So let's get started. Start with Deb Sunshine. All right, and the first card that I picked here was the Now card, which is the Three of Pentacles. So, Three of Pentacles is a work card, Deb. So it is saying that you are surrounded by this work. So you're surrounded by the chance to do work that can be satisfying, Deb. You have to think of your work as tending your garden. There are like-minded people around you. A co-worker or a service provider may help or need your help. So that is Deb's card of the Now. And then Deb's card of the past was possessiveness, the Four of Pentacles. And so it says, let's see, in the past, you held on to what you had, Deb. You may have managed and protected it well, but selfishness on your part can now come back to haunt you. Put things in perspective. An executive's influence may be waning, which means going away. Hi, Rusty Faith. How are you, dear? Rusty, would you like to read from the Renaissance Tarot, the Instant Tarot, or the Fairy Tarot? Okay, Deb, and then next we have the Two of Swords. That Two of Swords is coming into your future, Deb, and it is on the mental level. And so it is a balance card, and it tells you that you will soon take a break from the usual ways of thinking, seeing, and doing to rest and consider alternative ideas and viewpoints. Diplomacy and compromise will achieve a balance and avoid procrastination and stalemate. This card is ordering you to take a vacation. Yep. So, Rusty, if I could ask you, can I get an answer from you if you would like Renaissance Tarot, Instant Tarot, or Fairy Tarot? Rusty, are you still here, dear? Oh, people sometimes float away. Okay, I'll leave it blank for now. You're going to California next week? That's awesome. So I see you achieving a lot of balance in that way. But yes, you're still going to have to be focused on your work too. Just not on possessiveness. So that's awesome. It's a balance. It's all a balance, Deb. Fantastic. I sure hope you enjoy your trip to California. You better take video while you're down there, Deb. So pretty. Okay, so next I have Tiger Lily Loving Life. So Tiger Lily Loving Life picked Fairy Tarot today. So let's have a look at that. So Tiger Lily, I'm going to pick a card of the Now, which is the Six of Spring today. And I'm going to pick a card of the Past, which is the Nine of Spring today. And a card of the Future for Tiger Lily. And that is the Eight of Winter. Okay. So let's see where we're at with that. So to begin, oh, awesome. That is so awesome, Deb. We're going to start with this Nine of Spring for you, Tiger Lily. So the Nine of Spring, well, actually, we'll start with your Six of Spring. Let's talk about now, then we'll talk about later and before. Okay, So the 6 of spring to begin with. Make sure I'm in the right chapter here. 6 of spring. Okay, Tiger Lily. Congratulations on a job well done. This isn't a time for you to be shy or humble. Even if you don't normally seek attention, it's healthy for you to bask in the glow of your accomplishments. Allow people to see the wonderful things that you've created. Be visible and vocal about your beliefs. Let your unique talents and passions be known. You are a role model, showing others what is possible. You're very welcome, Deb. Wonderful news is on its way to you, Tiger Lily. It may be a promotion, a new career opportunity, or even an award. Positive recognition for your hard work is at hand. This card is representing success, receiving awards or scholarships, being in the public eye, an offer to help from someone very successful, and smart choices. Well, hello, Malvin. How are you, dear? No. You can't see me? I'm right here. Can you hear me, Malvin? Can somebody ask for me? Hi, Brown Dwarf. Can somebody ask for me if Malvin would like Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy Tarot today? And Brown Dwarf. Let me get you on the list. Brown Dwarf, would you like Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy Tarot today? So, moving on with Tiger Lily's reading, and will somebody, one of my mods, please ask Malvin if he wants a Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy today? Okay, so Tiger Lily loving life. Now, the 9 of spring is in the past. So the 9 of spring says that in the past your hard work was paying off and you had more and more to show for your efforts. It was becoming very important for you to look after the fruits of your labor. The energy out in the world can be intense. Every morning as you start your day, you need to ask God, the angels, and the fairies to protect you from negative people and energies. You're up to the tasks that are set before you. So this is also a card that reflects environmentalists and those who love all plants and animals of Mother Earth, standing up for important causes such as protecting wildlife, the oceans, and our food sources. And additional meanings of the card for you, Tiger Lily, are attending to the protection of what you've created, preparing for challenges that lie ahead, having a strong immune system, and keeping your resolve. Awesome, you guys. Thank you for everybody for speaking up for Malvin. I appreciate that. Gosh darn it. So, okay. So moving on with Tiger Lily's reading. Hi, Chonda Hopkins. Chonda Hopkins. Writing you on the list, dear. Malvin says fairy. Okay, got you down, Malvin. All right, so Brown Dwarf, I need one from you, and Chonda Hopkins, I need one from you. Would you like Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy Tarot today? Oh, Brown Dwarf said fairy. Okay, gotcha. So I'm just waiting on Chonda Hopkins. Chonda Hopkins, Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy today? All right, and moving on with Tiger Lily's reading, the 8 of winter. So the 8 of winter is in the future here, and it is telling you that, Tiger Lily, the idea that you're trapped by your situation will be a false one. So don't let your ego convince you that you're without power. You have what it takes to move out of a situation that you don't like. With resolve and determination, you need to tell yourself that you will have the life that you desire and believe in yourself. Change requires commitment, and that means making a choice to actively improve matters. If you find it difficult to focus, then again ask your God, the angels, and the fairies to send you signs to help create a plan. Take responsibility for your life now. Additional meanings of this card for you, Tiger Lily, are the illusion of being trapped, the need to take back your personal power, and also not believing in yourself. Hi, Tam Bear. Good to see you here, darling. So that was Tiger Lily's Daily Tarot. Okay. I keep thinking it says Canada every time it goes by. Okay, Chonda said fairy. All right, Tam Bear, you get to choose which one you want to read today. Do you want to read Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy today, Tam Bear? I got you for a fairy, Chonda. Just waiting on sissies. I know you do. I think I have some ideas about what it's talking about too, but it is not my place to talk about that. You'll have to figure it out, sweetheart. I think you know too. All right, Tam Bear, I got you down for an F. Okay. So next I have Tara, and Tara wanted Instant today. So we're going to read from Instant for Tara. So let's get going. 1 for Tara's now. 1 for Tara's past. Cool. 1 for Tara's future. Whoa, another 8 of Swords. You ladies, you need to believe in yourself. All right, let's start with your High Priestess, which represents your now, Tara. So, yes, that High Priestess is telling you about your intuition, darling. She says, Tara, you are surrounded by mystery. There are powerful forces showing you what is happening beneath the surface. Secrets are revealed. Let your intuition reveal the meanings behind the words and deeds. Learn how chaos can benefit you. Hello, Big Tender 1982. How are you? Big Tender 1982. You can pick today if you would like a Renaissance card, an Instant tarot card, or a Fairy tarot card. So if you will just let me know, dear, I'll put you on the list on what you want. So, and moving right along with Tara's reading. So we have this gift of intuition, first of all, Tara, and then a gift of culmination with the world, and that is in the past. So here is what that says to you, dear. All right. So a major cycle has been completed. A new level has been reached. Like the eternal seasons, the culmination reminds us of our eternal connection to the world. Expect a time of new rules, methods, and challenges to deal with. Big Tender says the 2, that will be the Instant tarot cards. Okay, so I will put you down for an I. Got it. The only one I didn't get an answer for was Rusty Faith, and if that's the case, then I'll just read him a single fairy tarot card. So, we did the culmination. Now moving on to that 8 of Swords for you, Tara. The 8 of Swords is indecision. And it says, you will soon encounter indecision in either yourself or another. There are times when it is best to decide not to decide. If a decision must be made, gather as much information as you can and let an oracle help you. But in this case, I'm going to tell you right now that you need to trust your intuition. So when this decision comes up in the future, I want you to take your first guess. Don't second guess yourself. The first thing you think is the right thing. Okay, Tara? So that will be Tara's Daily Tarot. Yep. Awesome. Yes, Big Tender, in our channel, we make fairy circles around here, and that's why they're telling you they've dusted you. They've just sprinkled fairy dust all over you, man. So, yeah, that's what that means. You're very welcome, darling. Okay, so Manek Sunshine is next. Manek picked Instant. So again, we'll pull from Instant. So we have a Strength card to represent the now, Manek. Excellent. And, the Tower in the past. And the Seven of Pentacles in the future. So, Manek, beginning with your Brave Heart or Strength card here, which is a gift of the Brave Heart, and then also knowing that you have the gift of revolutionary ideas with the Tower there too, although they are explosive. We'll start with that Brave Heart. So, the Brave Heart says to Manek, it says, you are in a supportive and harmonious atmosphere. There is great spiritual, mental, and physical strength around you that you can use if you would only have faith. It is in you too. A brave heart will go on despite fear. Okay. And then the Tower card behind you. So this crisis here, passing is a time of instability, revolutionary ideas, and the breakdown of established structures. The effects of this time are indelible and must be faced and understood. The opportunity to recreate your life is now. Thank you, Yvette. Aw, thank you. Appreciate that, Tara. And then we have this Seven of Pentacles coming up, Manek. So the Seven of Pentacles in the future would talk about that frustration that's coming. And it says, you will soon have to cope with feelings of frustration, impotence, and ingratitude. So you need to count your blessings and focus on the present moment. Do what you can with what you have. More hard work is needed before you will see the results. A frustrating person may become involved. So again, you're going to fall back on those gifts, Manek. The gift of the brave heart and the gift of your revolutionary ideas. Be careful it doesn't turn into a blowing up situation, but I feel like that was in the past, so we're good on that. That will be Manek's Daily Tarot. All right. Oh, no, you're fine, Tara. Thank you so much for stopping in. Look, you guys got me up to the 17, which is the star card. You know how much I love that card. So, you have a wonderful day, darling Tara, and we'll see you next time. You love the Tower card. The Tower card in this deck is such a trip. You see, it's like she made these cards in like 97, I think. Here, let me look at it again. Yeah, 1997. So she's... Well, they published the book in 97, so I'm sure that the cards were done before that. But when did the towers go down? Was that 2000 or 99? So look at that closely, folks. You can see that she was right on par with her artwork. And it's almost prophetic. Yeah. See the two buildings and the planes flying into them, or the birds. Yep. Pretty intense. Okay, so Hollerita also picked the Instant Tarot. So let's pull for Hollerita. Thank you, Manek. So Hollerita, we have a Seven of Swords representing the now. A Prince of Swords representing the past. And this one wants to go too. And an Eight of Wands representing the future. So let's begin with the now, Hollerita. So we'll talk more about that Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, on a mental level, darling, and it talks about opposition. Yes. So this opposition here says, Hollerita, you are surrounded by opposition. You may not know the full extent of these opposing forces. Resources are being held in reserve. It will take a lot of effort for you to make things go your way. Reconsider your idea of what should be. So, and then here we have this in the past, which is ingenuity, that Prince of Swords. This could be your son that we're talking about here, Hollerita. Let's see. If you feel like he's an ingenious young man, then it's probably him. And it's saying to you in the past, the ingenuity of the past is affecting the present. Clever and far-sighted ideas ensure success. Limited skills and short-sighted vision may have led you to problems. The influence of an outspoken person may be waning. Is your son pretty outspoken, Hollerita? I feel like that that might be a representation of him. And then you have this Eight of Wands that's coming into the future, Holarita. So that'll be on a spiritual level, darling. And it says, signals. So you will soon make sure all intentions, both romantic and otherwise, are perfectly clear. Plans and directions, as well as messages of love, romance, and appreciation will be exchanged. Communication will be kept flowing. So you are following the signals in the near future after you get done confronting the opposition. And that will be Holarita's Daily Tarot. You're very welcome, Manek. So, okay, let's see where we're at next. Michelle Nugent was next. She wants Fairy Tarot. So let me put these back real quick. And we'll work with Fairy Tarot for Michelle. So Michelle, yes, following your signals, Holarita. Remember to follow those signals. So the Queen of Autumn, Michelle, for the now, and the Five of Autumn for the past. You're very welcome, Holarita. And the Ego for the future, Michelle. All right, my dear. We will start with that middle ground first. So this Queen of Autumn, she is on the physical level, and so is the Five. And then your ego will be your gift today, which will be the gift of, I want to say like trickery is the gift, but it's more like being able to wear a mask and to be able to tell people what they want to hear, kind of thing. So you'll understand what I'm saying, probably. You'll know how it fits. The Queen of Autumn to begin with. So this Queen of Autumn tells Michelle, consider this queen to be like a fairy godmother. She cares about everyone, and she cannot wait to swoop in and save the day. She is generous and giving. She loves to make dreams come true. She adores luxurious and beautiful things. She could probably spin straw into gold if you asked her, and she'd certainly love to give it a try. Her family means the world to her, and she has the ability to run a small company and a large household without so much as breaking a sweat. She also has a very keen eye for decorating. Her motto is, form and function, dearie, form and function. Her tastes are also expensive, very expensive. She's discerning and picky. Fortunately, she's good with money because she spends it like crazy, and she tends to marry well. Additional meanings of this card for you, Michelle, are the ability to make anything more beautiful, being extremely sensible, a love of gardening, and a wonderful parent. Of course, we know what a toxic relationship is. Five of Autumn is behind you, Michelle. So that Five of Autumn will say to you, in the past, when times were feeling challenging to you, there was always a way for you to receive help. You could ask divine guidance. God, the angels, and the fairies are continuously nearby. They always await your request for assistance. Help can just suddenly appear and provide you with what you need. You need to look for signs regarding how to proceed next. Magical messages appear at every turn, in every moment of every day, if only you ask for them to be made clear. By focusing on the negative or the things in your life that make you unhappy, you set yourself on the path for more difficulties to arise. These are called self-fulfilling prophecies. Keep your thoughts positive and focused on that which you want. Additional meanings of this card are feeling challenged by money issues, poor timing for a career change, believing that you're alone when you're not, and health concerns. So then with that Queen, and then your Ego card in the future for you, Michelle. So the Ego card tells you, darling, happiness can be elusive if you're not clear on your own priorities, motivations, and behaviors. Taking time for self-reflection allows you the opportunity to experience great personal epiphanies and practice self-forgiveness. You need to see the truth of who you are. Release those aspects that no longer are serving you. Let go of guilt, fear, and blame. Have compassion for yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you for being divinely perfect in this moment. I love you for being divinely perfect in this moment. Well, hello, Sailor Aqua. Michelle, detox from harmful foods, substances, or people. Confront your fears and release yourself from any limitations or self-imposed traps. Give yourself permission to be free. Additional meanings for you, Michelle, are determining what is the cause and what is the symptom, placing too much importance on material items, or getting caught up in fear and worry, dependency, or addiction. So, Michelle, you got to watch out for that. Okay? But you've learned from these past mistakes and now are in a good place to beat this ego card that's coming up. So that will be Michelle's Daily Tarot. All right. Okay. Yeah. Just watch out, because I feel like with that devil card coming up, or the ego card, which is also the devil card in the other decks, that I feel like that there is some trickery that's coming along soon. So somebody's wearing a mask. Somebody might be lying to you, or it could be an issue with, like, I don't know if you've had this in the past, but it could be dependency, alcohol, or addiction. Either way. So if that's something that was on your plate, please watch out for that. Okay, honey? Very important. You stick with that queen and you should be fine. Just keep along with her. All right. Let's see. Sailor Aqua. All right. Sailor Aqua, you get to choose today. Would you like Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy Tarot? You're very welcome, Michelle. And Sailor Aqua, I apologize for not noticing you talking in the stream the other day. I really was not paying attention when we were cooking. So I apologize for that, dear. Also, I couldn't understand what you meant when you said mos or mass. And then I realized you were talking about moss. And yeah, it's M-O-S-S, moss. So Sailor, you can pick Renaissance today, or Instant, or Fairy. All right, Ravenwolf channel is next. Ravenwolf picked the Renaissance Tarot. So, Renaissance Tarot for Ravenwolf channel. Sailor Aqua, pick Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy for me, hun. And then I'll pick cards for you when we get there. All right, so the Ten of Wands for Ravenwolf channel on the now. The Moon card in the past. And the Ten of Swords in the future. Dang it, Raven. All right. So let's talk about your Ten of Wands first. So, and let me look to see if Sailor Aqua said. Sailor Aqua, do you want Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy, dear? You tell me, and you can either say R, I, or F. And then I'll write it down for you, and we'll pick from there when we get to your name. All right, Ten of Wands. That's terrible, Manimal. I'm so sorry to hear that, hon. Alright, okay, Renaissance it is. Sailor Aqua, I got you down. Okay, so Ten of Wands for Ravenwolf channel. That is on the spiritual level, Ravenwolf. And this is going to represent the now. So your keywords here are ambition, burden, of power. And your meaning is there is tremendous energy and power in the Ten of Wands. I was reading the other day that all the tens are a culmination. So it is like the finished level of the wands. Like you see how he's climbing the steps. He's almost made it to the top. So there is tremendous energy and power in the Ten of Wands. Characteristically, this is directed towards the career, status, and visible achievements. Assertive action and ambition combined in what can be an obsessive pursuit of glory and power. Overwork is common, resulting in self-created burden, driven behavior, a single-minded quest for applause and public recognition, Achievement and the results are signified, but there may be a price to pay. This card warns of an imbalance, a misuse of power, and an overwhelming need to control. When someone is unable to delegate, allow others to play their part, or to take independent action, they are afraid to lose control. Ultimately, this need for control becomes a burden which undermines progress. Any swords in the spread will underline the interpretation. Where cards denoting emotional or physical problems appear, the Ten of Wands stands for a period of overwork that interferes with balanced life, with pleasure, and with faith in a natural progress of things. Reassess your priorities, trust in yourself, and relax. So, and yeah, look, see, there's another culmination of the swords right there, which we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, Ravenwolf, so the moon card here will be your gift, and it is in the past, but again, it is a gift nonetheless, and the gift is, it's like a night journey, so usually it has to do with dreams and working on astral planes and whatnot, so that kind of thing. And here we have the keywords are dreams, visions, and illusions. So your meaning for that, dear, is since people have always responded to the moon with a mixture of worship and superstition, it is unsurprising that this card evokes similar reactions. However, this is primarily the card of the unconscious mind, so it is linked with all the illusory and hidden things. When describing yourself or your state of mind, the moon indicates a flourishing inner life. Intense dreams, compelling visions, intuitive guidance, and creative activity can all surface at this time. Fantasy, films, fairy tales, poetry, music, and inspirational writing may all become attractive to you. Any mild depression accompanying this period suggests some resistance to the challenging process. If it refers to a relationship, the moon sometimes warns of illusion and delusion with a partner who may not be quite what they seem. A mutual infatuation, feelings of spiritual love, and a strong sense of connection may feel very real, but tread warily, for you may be under a temporary spell. The moon signifies any work that creates illusion or deals with fantasy and dreams. This includes restaurants and clubs that seek to cocoon guests in an intimate atmosphere. The film industry, in particular, films relating to fantasy, science fiction, romance, and the surreal, writing fiction and poetry, dream work, including analysis, psychic work or development, visualization techniques, and work connected with water, especially if it has a healing focus. The moon often refers to women's health, for it is associated with menstruation and menstrual problems. Because of its connection to dreams, it can denote a deep need for more sleep, a need to enter the dream world and be refreshed by it. So, and that is in the past. So then we'll move on to this, right here, Ten of Swords, which, and it told us here to look for these. So the Ten of Swords is on that mental level. Let me see what it means in this deck. In my other deck, it means ruin. But on this deck, it's saying the keywords here are darkness before dawn. So here we have the Ten of Swords is admittedly a bleak card signifying ruin and betrayal. This traditionally comes through slander, libel, fraud, embezzlement, and malicious campaigns designed to discredit an individual or business. Oh, shoot. As a 10, it also signifies the ending of a long-term situation, whether it's a relationship, business interest, career, or financial arrangement. And it is because all 10s represent transcendence of some kind that this card is not as gruesome as it might first appear. It really does represent that ageless cliche, it's always darkest before the dawn. This card may herald a painful or difficult time in your life, or warn of hidden enemies. However, negative thinking is transformed by the experience, just as the putrefaction stage of alchemy was considered necessary to the end result, the glorious elixir of eternal life. Meanwhile, you should examine all documents with great care. Confide in a few people, and only those that you trust. Fine-tune your intuitive antenna. Things, as they say, can only get better from now on. So, that is Ravenwolf Channel's Daily Tarot. Sorry about that one, Raven. But, like we were just talking about, the culmination of these things. So, your Ten of Wands is showing you at the top of the stairs of the spiritual, and the Ten of Swords is telling you you're at the top of the stairs on the mental. You can use your dreams too. That'll be your gift. So that will be Ravens. I'm running out of places to put cards over here. Let's see. Maybe if I move this one. All right. Yeah, interesting cards today, dear. Hopefully that all works out. But, it's all in how you see it, too. And like I said, using your gift of your dreams and your intuition on that, you should be able to work through those tens. So, let's see. Yvette's Vlogs is next. Yvette picked Fairy Tarot. I need to look back and make sure nobody else came in when I wasn't looking too. Oh, look, we made it to the moon card, you guys. We're on the 18. Speaking of moons. Okay, Manek, you have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time, dear. So, Yvette, we picked fairy cards today. So for Yvette, let's see. We have the King of Autumn will represent the now. And the Five of Spring will represent the past. And the Three of Winter in the future. Darn it. Sure am pulling swords today. Alright, my dears. Okay, Yvette. So we'll start with your King of Autumn. Your King of Autumn representing the now. And he is on the physical level for you, Yvette. And he says, the King of Autumn, he is an odd bird. He certainly has the Midas touch in entrepreneurial endeavors. However, unlike so many in the business world, his Midas touch has affected his own heart. And it turned it to gold. And now he's out to save the earth. Well, hello, Melmac. Melmac. Give me just a second, Melmac, and I'm going to get with you. I need to know if you want Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy Tarot today. So, now, Yvette, he's out to save the earth. He can manage hundreds of people at once and still take out the recycling while calling his congressman to give him an earful. He's charming to a fault and will help anyone who asks. Hurt an animal and you'll find yourself on his bad side. And you definitely don't want to be there, trust us. The king loves the finer things in life, and therefore he tends to work very hard. Too hard. Where's your spouse, you ask? Oh, he's at the office. He's on the road. Any additional meanings of this card for Yvette are a generous and compassionate employer, a natural business sense, fighting for what's right, a thriving career, and nearing retirement. It's all work, work, work. So, Yvette, in the past, we have this Five of Spring, which shows there was some sort of arguing here or discontent. This is on the wands level or the spiritual level. So, and it is in your past. So it says, in the past, life was challenging. There may have been people in it who were very competitive and confrontational. Dealing with them was sometimes unavoidable. In those situations, you would have to interact in ways that would minimize the drama and maximize coming up with solutions, keeping the energy light and optimistic. More often than not, it's the little things that can drive you crazy. Pesky minute pile up and take so much of your time that you have none left to work on what's really important. Get clear about what does and does not matter. Set aside the little small things and the ones that don't advance your goal, or delegate them to someone who isn't bothered by the little detail work. Additional meanings for that are opportunity to grow, opposing goals, differing opinions, and overly ambitious people, and also athletic games. But you can see how they're like kind of tussling over something right there. A little bit of argumentative on the spiritual level. So, then Yvette, we got to the Three of Winter. And this winter is, it is a mental card, of course, so we can always change our mind. And it is a little bit of sorrow. And it says here that in the future is coming. It takes great courage for you to face your past disappointments. I bet that was part of it. And allow for a healing to take place. You have to reach out to others for comfort and love. Ask God, the angels, and the fairies for clarity of understanding around all issues pertaining to this situation. Be open to the warm embrace of compassion and forgiveness and to the wisdom of others who may have experienced what you're going through. Don't close your heart off to helpful people. By working through your sadness now, you set the stage for healing in the near term. rather than having to revisit unhappy emotions over and over. Additional meanings of this card for you, Yvette, are forgiving others and yourself, releasing past hurts, healing misunderstandings, growing stronger from challenging situations, and being there for others in need. So that is Yvette's Daily Tarot. Wow, Melmac. Well, hello, Stone Kingdom. How are you? You know exactly what it means, don't you? You're very welcome, Yvette. So, you're very welcome, yes. And the Stone Kingdom, I'm putting you on the list too. Okay, my dears, so the Stone Kingdom of Yahweh and also Melmac Khalees, you get to choose today. So I need you to pick for me. Would you like, you can choose either Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy Tarot today. Which one would you like to hear? Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy Tarot today? Melmac, that's quite a dream. Oh, okay. See, Manimal's next. Renaissance. Okay, you got it. Renaissance it is. In the Stone Kingdom, Fairy. Excellent. Okay, got you down. Alright, so we're doing Manimals next. Alright, Manimal, let's get picking. So, Manimal, we have a Princess of Autumn who represents the now. Ooh, cool. An Ace of Summer that represents the past. And the Lovers in the future. Wow, Manimal. There's a lot of love going on here. Alright, Manimal, let's get started with your Princess of Autumn. So you may recognize this princess. When we talk about the kings, the queens, the prince, and the princesses, they are representing either us or someone in our life. So, Manimal, this Princess of Autumn, she is on the physical level. And what she says is, you can never know too much, or so says the Princess of Autumn. This optimistic and happy young lady simply loves to learn. She's charming and reliable, upbeat, and so very clever. She does have a bit of a mischievous streak running through her, so you might want to keep an eye out for that. Besides being an absolute joy to be around, she's also responsible and wise beyond her years. Did we mention that she loves to learn? This gal can be a perpetual student, taking longer than usual to get out into the real world. She may also think things through way too long before acting, but when she does move into action, everything will go perfectly. Additional meanings for you, Manimal, are time to go back to school, study and research, seminars or courses, good news about finances, needing a push to get started, and working your way up the ladder. So that one will represent your now, Manimal. In the past here, we have an Ace of Summer, which is awesome. That's a love card. And on the emotional level, of course. So your Ace of Summer, Manimal, says, this card indicated that you had a very rewarding and joyful relationship. It may also be that there was a new person who was entering your life, or it could have been representing a new phase of emotional intimacy with a current partner. In order for you to attain fulfillment in your emotional life, you have to be able to open your heart to love. This includes believing in yourself and your worthiness to be loved. When faced with the outpouring of affection, allow love to flow freely from your own heart, knowing that you deserve it in return. This card can also indicate the awakening of new psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. Watch for signs from the fairies and allow your intuition to guide you through your current situation. Additional meanings for Manimal are a message of love, flirtation, empathy for those around you, very close platonic relationships, and also finding a new home. So then we have the Lover's card coming into the future, Manimal, which is the gift of attraction and the gift of choices. So in the near future for Manimal, you are deserving of magical and long-lasting love. The fairies champion romance and deeply felt friendships for everyone. This card indicates that you are about to enter into a new significant relationship in your life. Or, if you're already in one, this card signals that positive changes are possible at this time. They should be pursued. This kind of romance that comes with this card is powerful and often has a past life connection. This card can also refer to the need for you to make an important decision, whether it's related to the relationship issues or not. It's sure to have a great emotional impact. This isn't an intellectual choice, but rather one made from the heart. And while you may not know what to do, you'll absolutely feel the right actions to take. Additional meanings of this card are engagement or marriage, true love, opposites attracting, seeking emotional support from others, and excellent health. So, Manimal, I gotta ask you to trust your heart on that one. Whatever your heart says, you go with that instinct. That will be Manimal's Daily Tarot. All right. Next is Kratom Butterfly. Kratom Butterfly also asked for the Fairy Tarot. So, where is Manimal? I thought he needed some uplifting news, and then he disappears right when I'm delivering it. Hey, this time, you guys, I actually enabled... It just came into the chat. Are you still here, Manimal? I don't see him. Hi, ChinaBerry420. And what is your name? Bagheera78. Bagheera 78 and ChinaBerry420. Hello, my dears. Okay, so today you get to pick. You can pick Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy. So would you let me know which one you would like? And I'll write it down. Okay, Fairy, please. Got it. Got that one. Bagheera78, do you want Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy, darling? Stone Kingdom. I don't believe that's true. Are you and your lady arguing right now, dear? How's Stephanie doing? All right, Kratom Butterfly. A card of the now. Awesome, the world. Okay, got you down for Fairy, Bagheera. Got it. Okay, so we have the world representing now. We have the Prince of Summer representing the past. And the Ten of Spring representing the future. I swear I've seen this before, haven't I? I feel like this is a repeat. All right, let's see what we got here. We'll start with the world for you. So the world will be your gift too, Kratom Butterfly, and the gift is culmination or bringing things to a close. So let's talk about that first. So the world. Bravo, Kratom Butterfly. It's time for you to take a bow, as everyone is so very proud of you and the progress that you've made. You need to recognize your success as a way to reinforce just how powerful and creative you are. Like your fairy friends, you have the magic touch right now. Be fearless in choosing your next big accomplishment. This is a time for you to move forward in your spiritual development. Continue your journey along the path of enlightenment, and it's also the path of joy. Our additional meanings of this card for you, Kratom Butterfly, are a journey that's now at an end, great achievements, new beginnings, the freedom to go in any direction, and a sense of completion. Awesome. And of course, that is your gift too. So the gift will be completion and culmination. Prince of Summer in the past. Prince of Summer is on the emotional level. So the Prince of Summer will say to you, darling, this charmer may be a prince, but he is truly the king of romance. Utterly in love with love, he can zoom in and have your heart fluttering in the blink of an eye. He is refined, artistic, and introspective, as well as dreamy and possibly a bit melodramatic. A hopeless flirt, he will read you poetry while looking deep into your eyes. In his heart, he really is generous and quite tender-hearted. His focus is on you and you alone, until it isn't, and therein lies the problem. He is the Prince of Summer, and oh, you'll be so happy for a time. Maybe forever. Maybe. Just keep in mind that the prince is known for having a wandering eye. He likes to spread happiness around, so be very cautious. Additional meanings of this card, and again, this is in the past. We're falling in love, a love of art and beauty, staying grounded during a very emotional experience, a trusted keeper of secrets. So that was in the past, and now we move on to the future, which is the Ten of Spring. And as we were talking about, those tens are all transcendence or culmination of their suit. So here, this Ten of Spring is telling you, in the future, all work and no play will make life no fun. It may also be a challenge to balance your career with your personal life, but it's critical to your physical and emotional health. You are working too hard. Do what you can to reduce stress in your life. Find moments during the day to take little breaks. Don't be afraid to ask God, the angels, and the fairies, or other people for assistance. Reassign tasks to competent coworkers or family members. Remove anything from your schedule that isn't necessary, and reclaim that time as your own for self-nurturing. Additional meanings for you, Kratom Butterfly, are being weighed down by too many responsibilities, giving too much and receiving little in return, calling upon the fairies for help, and health problems caused by too much pressure. So remember, you've done so much. So don't get stressed on the spiritual level here. Remember that you've already hit that completion. And when you start thinking about that, you can just let all of this future stuff just kind of come very slowly and patiently in your own time and when you're ready. Okay? So that will be Kratom Butterflies. Wow, the Stone Kingdom. Oh my. You know, that makes me want to go back and look at her reading again. That's incredible. I'm going to go sit down and watch that today. How long ago was that I read for her? Wow, that's absolutely devastating and fascinating at the same time. Aw. Oh, Yvette. Okay, my dear. Yes. Mwah. Love you too, sister. We'll see you next time, Yvette. Thank you for coming, dear. 1:35 there in Hong Kong. I know. Oh, you're very welcome, Kratom Butterfly. All right, so next I have Debbie Lynn TV. So Debbie Lynn TV, I am reading for you the fairy tarot cards today. So let's get started with those. I'm really sorry, Stone Kingdom of Yahweh, that's working out that way. I really am. All right, let's see. Debbie Lynn. Princess of Spring for the now. Oh, there's another moon. The moon in the past. And the Nine of Autumn in the future. Okay, Debbie Lynn. You too, Yvette. We'll see you next time, darling. So, Debbie Lynn TV, we'll start with your Princess of Spring. So, and again, like I said, it is what it is until it's not anymore. That's so sad, the Stone Kingdom. Really, really sad. Sorry that it worked out that way, hon. So, the Princess of Spring is in the now for Debbie Lynn TV. We need to send some positive thoughts out to the Stone Kingdom today. So everybody just kind of thinks some positive thoughts at the Stone Kingdom. Just send him some good vibes, all right? All right, Debbie Lynn. The Princess of Spring. It is truly exhilarating to get to know the Princess of Spring. There's no experience that she doesn't want to have, and no creative endeavor that she won't experiment with. Painting, singing, dancing, acting, she wants to try it all. Her optimism is absolutely contagious, and if you spend time with her, you'll find your metaphorical glass going from half full to running over. Our princess is enthusiastic and remarkably creative. She exhibits an almost childlike exuberance for life that will have you smiling. She's an eager volunteer, and anyone would be lucky to have her on their team. Just keep in mind that with all this energy, it can be tough to keep her focused. She's easily distracted by the next new opportunity. She can wander off before completing the task she has in front of her. So, additional meanings of this card, Debbie, are doing something that expands your horizons, taking a lighthearted approach, exploring what fascinates you, being fearless, and staying focused. And of course, as I said before, these princes and princesses and queens and kings either will represent you or someone in your life. So that is in the now. Then the moon card in the past, which is a gift for you, Debbie, and talks about getting in touch with your dreams. And so it says in the past, the universe was sending you a message right now about the perfect next step to take. You had to listen to guidance you needed to receive in the form of intuition, synchronistic events, symbols, and sleeping dreams. Be alert for people or situations that may not be quite what they seem. Give yourself a reading or speak to a professional or a friend who is also a psychic. Embrace the loving information you receive. It is divinely inspired. Worry is unnecessary and will only slow you down in your progress. There is no need for you to be afraid. You have to let go of your fear. If any part of your life no longer feels right, then you have to trust your intuition and make those necessary changes. Additional meanings of this card are psychic awareness, seeing what you didn't see before, no longer being afraid, becoming a professional intuitive or reader, hidden information, and the power of your sleeping dreams. So, there's that. And then you have the Nine of Autumn coming into the future. So this Nine of Autumn is a sign of abundance, and it is on the physical level. So it says to you, it's a time for you to reward yourself for wonderful achievements, Debbie. You have accomplished a great deal, and you deserve a little relaxation, nurturing, and peace. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Do something that feels truly luxurious and self-loving. You've worked very hard. It's healthy to honor yourself in some small or even large way as an incentive to keep your forward progress going. After all, you have earned it. And additional meanings for you, Debbie Lynn TV, are being happily self-employed, creating a beautiful environment, enjoying the finer things in life, and cherishing your time alone. Awesome, Debbie Lynn. Great reading. Again, though, this moon, so have you been having some vivid dreams, Debbie Lynn TV? That moon comes up a lot when people are dreaming about having vision type dreams. Are you dreaming, dear? Anymore, it's like not a matter of what did you dream about. It's a matter of whether do you dream. Like I see so many people don't even dream anymore. And I got to tell you folks, if you're not dreaming, something is wrong. You should have about 16 dreams a night. Of course, you won't remember them all, but you should try to write down any ones that you do remember. They're like visions. They're important. So if you're not dreaming, something's very, very wrong and you need to detox. Yeah. So stay in touch with those dreams, my dears. All right. Rusty Faith was next, and I did not see Rusty come back and tell me an answer, so I'm just going to pick him a fairy tarot card. And I'm just going to pick him one because he's not there. You do have dreams, vivid dreams, Debbie? I want you to keep a dream book. Just do. You have like 16 dreams a night. You're supposed to anyway. Not necessarily 16, but I mean somewhere around there. Phoenix Rising. Phoenix Rising, were you a different name yesterday? Eternity 7. Are you sure you weren't Eternity 7? Huh. Okay. Well, I got you written down, Phoenix Rising. Do you want, oh, Rainbow Phoenix. I have you as Rainbow Phoenix? From before? Okay, well, you get to pick today. Do you want... You want to be off the list? Oh, you're just watching? Well, I'd love to pull some cards for you. So you can pick today if you want Renaissance or Instant or Fairy. So I'm going to pull one for Rusty Faith. Oh, shoot. 2 of Winter. Okay. Okay, that's fine, Phoenix. All right. So for Rusty Faith, I pulled a 2 of Winter, which is showing that Rusty has some indecision that's holding him back. Make the choices that's best for you rather than trying to please others. You may be feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. So that one is Rusty Faith. I'll just set that one there. Rusty was already gone. Okay, so Malvin Jackson is next, and Malvin had also picked Fairy Tarot. So you just try to help me clean up my paperwork. List isn't that long today, my dear. So it's all good. If you want to pick, you can. If you don't pick, I'm probably going to just pull you a Fairy Tarot later anyway. Because that's how I'll cross you off my list to make sure, I like to read for everybody who comes in and says hi to me. So if you don't want to be on the list, you shouldn't have said hi. Okay, so 8 of Autumn for, this is for Malvin Jackson. 8 of Autumn is representing the now. Ace of Winter in the past. And 4 of Autumn. Is Malvin still in here, you guys? Does anybody know? All right, well, these will be Malvin's cards. So the 8 of Autumn will represent the now for Malvin. So this 8 of Autumn says to Malvin, learn everything you can. It may be a time for you to return to school or get more training in the skills that you are seeking. This could involve taking seminars, furthering your professional development, or even going back to college. Perhaps you'll gain skill as an apprentice or provide instruction as a mentor. If you'd like to change careers, now is the time. The energy that you put into your job is recognized and appreciated by everyone, including the fairies. The law of attraction returns your energy to you in the form of prosperity, abundance, and advancement. Additional meanings for Malvin are education, excellent craftsmanship, being paid well for high-quality work, long-term projects, and work that represents who you are, and also doing research. So, as you can see, the little lady is taking notes from her elder. Very carefully writing everything down. So, in the past, we had this Ace of Winter for you, Malvin, which, as we all know, aces are always new beginnings, and that one was on the mental level. So, it was lost in the book. Hold on. Where did my swords go? Or my Winter? There it is. Okay. Winter. So, in the past, Malvin, you were not to be deterred by challenges along the way. You were on the right path and your plans were protected and safe. Any difficulties that you were experiencing merely were intended to make you stronger. They aren't really blocks at all. Trust that these new ideas that you have at this time are inspired and worthy of your time and energy. You are crystal clear on what to do. Even if you're doubting yourself, have confidence in your own insights. Communicate in clear and concise fashion in order to avoid confusion. But be careful not to seem cold in any way, because in the way that you speak the truth. Additional meanings for you, Malvin, are brilliant new concepts, overcoming obstacles, remaining optimistic, being objective, noticing and trusting the signs of a positive outcome. So, then we move on to the 4 of Autumn. So that 4 of Autumn is coming into your future, Malvin. And it tells you, comparing yourself to others can create confusion. You may not be seeing things as they truly are. You might feel as though you don't have enough when really you're more blessed than you realized. You have to remember to give to those in need. Donating to less fortunate creates a circle whereby you can also receive. The wheel. Yep. What you give comes back to you. Manage your resources wisely. Are you spending too freely, or are you holding on to each dollar so tightly that there is no joy in it for you? Money is a tool that should be used in ways that bring enjoyment, but also create long-term security. If you're being miserly with your abundance, the law of attraction can become blocked. You deserve to have all the material pleasures of life. Keep in mind that this card can refer to things other than finances. In fact, it can apply to any aspect of your life where you're giving too much or not enough. Additional meanings for you, Malvin, are working very hard for your money, being too controlling, fear around losing your prosperity, financial stability, and excessive debt. So that will be Malvin's Daily Tarot. All right, I'm overheating. I have to go turn on the air conditioner. All right, and now we've made it to 1 hour and 30 minutes. I'll be right back, folks. Wow, there's a super delay. I just looked at the computer and I'm just now getting up. Oh, there he went. That's really interesting to watch yourself from over there. Okay, so now that we've graduated to the 1 hour and 30 mark, I'm going to start reading just single cards, and they're going to come from the deck of your choice. So they will be in the position of the now. So here we go. We're going to do Brown Dwarf next, and Brown Dwarf picked Fairy. So, and no offense, people, but I do want to keep my day short because I do want to go get this stuff out in the mail. It's quite overdue. All right, so Brown Dwarf, I've pulled for you the Two of Autumn. And it says to you, Brown Dwarf, that you need to bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and exceptional talent for multitasking. So let's read a little more on that for Brown Dwarf. Two of Autumn. All the twos are very high balanced cards, Brown Dwarf, and it says, you are quite capable of handling many things at once. Your ability to multitask and still do outstanding work will offer you ample opportunities for the future. Yet it can also be exhausting if you're not enjoying what you're doing. Make everything you do joyful. You can balance work with play if you seek out the fun in every moment. Even if the pleasures are small in relative terms, they can lead to greater and greater happiness. The law of attraction sees you being playful and delivers to you more and more fun. Find the humor in your situation and your concerns will fade away. Additional meanings for Brown Dwarf are juggling multiple priorities or jobs, accomplishing more than you've ever dreamed of, handling all the details, and making big changes in your career. So that will be Brown Dwarf's Daily Tarot. All right. Sorry. Oh, where's my teeth? There it is. Chandra Hopkins is next. Chandra picked Fairy Tarot today, so we're going to pull her a fairy. And it is the Princess of Summer for you today, Chandra. So the Princess of Summer, she's gentle, sensitive, kind, and inexperienced. A new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend that you can share your concerns with. I love her too because she is the same art that is on the back. The flip side is the same. All right, Chandra. So this Princess of Summer, she says to you, Chandra, the Princess of Summer is a gentle and sensitive soul. She's very interested in relationships with other people, but can be quite shy. If you check out her bedside table, you'll almost certainly find a romance novel. She's poetic with a fondness for writing, including journaling, everything that she feels. If daydreams were an Olympic sport, well, she'd be a gold medalist. If you approach her with outstretched arms and an open heart, she will happily embrace you and let you into her life. She will eagerly listen to all of your worries with great compassion. No one cries alone when the Princess of Summer is around. Just keep in mind that she's not very experienced in the world. This princess perceives everything through her feelings, so she may not be able to get around to thinking things through. Additional meanings of this card for Chandra are social invitations, love letters, a special new friend, confidential information, and interpreting dreams. Oh, I'm still pulling for you. Hi, Jan. Oh no, I will not skip you. I will not skip you, Jan. Jan, you get to pick today. Would you like Renaissance or Instant or Fairy today? Renaissance, Instant, or Fairy? All right. And then we have Tam Bear, and she has a fairy card. Ah, the Ace of Spring for Tam Bear. All right, sister. The Ace of Spring says it's time for you to take action. Fairy? Okay, getting you on the list. It's time for you to take action, Tam Bear. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. Ace of Spring is a new beginning on the spiritual level. So for Tam Bear, this one says to you, dear, the time to act is now. The Fairy of Spring presents you with a wonderful new opportunity, and it will allow you to achieve what you desire. Your fledgling hopes are now about to take flight, and all that's needed from you is the courage to see things through. Be daring, be fearless, and then happily pursue your most treasured dreams. If you don't have every detail worked out, don't let that hold you back. All the steps will reveal themselves as you move forward. Additional meanings for Tam Bear are new beginnings, career changes, birth announcements, and promotions. Boy, there better not be another birth announcement, Tam Bear. Hopefully that's somebody else's birth announcement. Tam Bear's already got 3 daughters. Yes. All right, Big Tender 1982 picked the Instant Tarot Reader. So Big Tender 1982, the wheel, look, matches the daily card. That wheel, it's a gift today. Gift of the balance of karma, the gift of the cycles. That's all a good gift. So for Big Tender 1982, here we go. You are in the right time and the place to accomplish great things, Big Tender. What seems like luck may be good karma returning. Troubles may be bad karma being worked off. You are reaping what you have sown. No, the Stone Kingdom, not at all. You're coming right up. So that was Big Tender's Daily Tarot. Let's see. I got Sailor Aqua, then Melmac Khalees, and then the Stone Kingdom of Yahweh. So we're getting there. All right, so Sailor Aqua is next, and Sailor Aqua picked Renaissance Tarot. So we'll get out a Renaissance Tarot for Sailor Aqua. Oh, that was weird. I feel like it's something in here. Here it is. It's the King of Wands for you, Sailor Aqua. So the King of Wands. Again, this is on the spiritual level for you, Sailor Aqua. And our kings, queens, knights, and princesses, pages and prince, all of those represent the possibility of they can either be us or someone else in our life. So here we have the keywords are trustworthy, vibrant, and passionate. And your meaning for this is the King of Wands, chief of masculine spirit of the fire kingdom, Sailor Aqua, is linked with astrological signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Typically, he is vital, freedom-loving, ambitious, and humorous. His companion, the dragon, symbolizes his power and connects him with the Celtic myth Pendragon, a name associated with the legendary King Arthur. His companion, the dragon, symbolizes his power and connects him with the Celtic myth. Pendragon, a name associated with the legendary King Arthur, is the Celtic word for chief. The figure represents a man who is often successful in business life, or whom you may meet through your work, financial speculations, or any area connected with negotiations or buying and selling. As a colleague, this person is trustworthy, innovative, and energetic. He is lively and amusing in both his work and social settings. He often inspires others and is a gifted manager, boss, or a team leader. Romantically, the King of Wands plays two roles. As a partner or potential lover, he is attractive, generous, and uplifting company. His volatile vitality is very seductive, and he enjoys the intensity of intimacy. His love of freedom may manifest in a lifelong enjoyment of the countryside. Indeed, wide open spaces are important to him in every way, intellectually, spiritually, and emotionally. The King of Wands can also denote the male lover in the clandestine or illicit affair. The lovers reversed would confirm this meaning, or the Three of Swords could symbolize a love triangle. Always charming, often magnetic, the King of Wands should not be taken seriously under any circumstances. Anyone who does is liable to get badly burned emotionally. So, King of Wands is actually the highest of the masteries, too. The King of Wands would be the highest in the spiritual mastery. So, I don't know if it's representing you or if it's representing someone in your life, Sailor. You'll know better than I will. Okay, so Melmac Khalees is next. In Melmac, we picked the Renaissance for her. So, another Renaissance card. Out with it for Melmac. Seven of Swords, Melmac. So, the Seven of Swords, my dear, on the mental level, the keywords here are erratic energy and theft. So the upright meaning here, the Seven of Swords is complex, changeable, and contrary. The restless qualities of air. This card, this card's element combined with the unstable meaning of its number 7. The message is one of extreme restlessness, agitation, and unstoppable change. At its most positive, this card brings a breath of fresh air. Old ideas, routines, assumptions, and patterns are challenged. New solutions, wonderful ideas, and surprising insights pop up in unexpected ways. It may be difficult to maintain a strict routine, but significant progress is made by leaps and bounds, interspersed with times of apparent inactivity. This card often describes a self-employed person whose workflow is variable. When it is negatively presented, the Seven of Swords warns against destructive behaviors, boredom, and the inability to commit to long-term plans. The second meaning of this card is theft. In this instance, its unstable qualities appear in the guise of another person. Rarely, if ever, does this refer to robbery. It warns against the theft of ideas, time, and creative energy. Beware of anyone who might betray you, sabotage your plans, or undermine your creativity. Interesting, Melmac. So you got to watch out for that. All right, Stone Kingdom of Yahweh, pick the Fairy Tarot. Stone Kingdom of Yahweh. Let's see what we got here. Shoot. The Eight of Summer. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means to you, Melmac, but interesting that it was talking about theft of ideas and whatnot. You will probably know better than I do what it means, but it's really interesting. Seven of Swords. Okay, so we're on the Eight of Summer for the Stone Kingdom. Stone Kingdom, are you ready? The Eight of Summer. This is an emotional card, Stone Kingdom. So let's start with what it says on it. It says, the desire for a more meaningful life and realizing that it's time to move on and choosing to make major life changes. All right, my dear, this card represents a decision to leave a situation that no longer is in your highest good. You've made this choice on your own. It hasn't been pushed upon you. It may seem challenging, or it may seem like a wonderful relief, perhaps even an adventure. You can take small daily steps until the changes you desire are in place, or you can move much more quickly. The most important thing is that you evaluate your situation honestly and openly, and then move on towards happiness. Don't worry, you're ready. Additional meanings of this card are relocation or job change, a turning point, leaving home, searching for deeper truths, spiritual growths, and realizing there's more to life than meets the eye. Wow. You see that card closer? I know. I'm sorry, friend. You'll get through it, though. You have to look at the good in it. There's good in it, too. So if it was going to be like that, then it's going to be like that, no matter what. I mean, maybe, just maybe, you've learned everything that you need to know from each other. And so now you have to do something different, you know? Well, you know, I'm glad you picked the fairy, because this is probably the most nicest tarot deck that I've ever used in my life. Honestly, it really puts things very, very sweetly and very, very nice. So even when you're dealing with heartache, it is so cool and so sweet about it. So there's that. All right, Bagheera 78. Bagheera 78 picked Fairy Tarot also. So let's get Bagheera's out. Ooh. All right, Bagheera. The Strength card, which is all of our card for the year. Much love right back to you, Stone Kingdom. Reflecting that love right back to you, friend. All the love right back to you, man. So this Strength card tells Bagheera 78 the grace and inner strength needed to overcome the challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. It's time to embrace how wonderful you are. And that is for all of us for the year, too. So Bagheera 78, more on that Strength card for you, dear. The Golden Rule asks us to treat others as we would like to be treated ourselves. When you show kindness and respect to those around you, they are drawn to you as a pillar of strength. Having the courage of your convictions will get you through any challenges, great or small. You are a very sensitive, caring soul. This is a strength, not a weakness. Don't be afraid to show your empathy for others while also standing up for yourself, should you need to say no. Additional meanings of this card, Bagheera, are the power of kindness, forgiving yourself and others, overcoming challenges through grace and willpower, having patience with those around you, and believing in yourself. So that will be Bagheera 78's Daily Tarot. Okay, China Berry 420 is next. China Berry 420 also picked Fairy Tarot. So let's pull one for China Berry. And it's going to be the 6th of summer today, China Berry. It says, children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, and remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they actually occurred. Oh, that's wonderful if you are, but around here we don't call them that. Instead, we call them fairy circles. And I encourage you all to make fairy circles with each other. If you keep my oldest Jimmy, he fell last night. Oh, yes. All right, Jan. Everybody send some positive healing thoughts to Jan, please. Positive healing thoughts to Jan's son. Whew. All right, there they went. 6th of summer, and this one is for China Berry 420. So the 6th of summer tells China Berry 420. The magic of childhood. When seen through the eyes of a child, the world abounds with joyful and amazing moments. This card asks you, China Berry, to get in touch with the bright outlook that still lives within you. Memories or people from your past can reemerge in your life, bringing enchanting surprises with them. Experience from childhood or younger days may unexpectedly provide inspiration for your current situation. Think back to those times in your life that are similar to what you're facing now. Make notes about how you handled those events and how you might apply what you learned to the present. Take special care to see the past accurately without putting a positive or negative spin on it. Additional meanings for China Berry 420 are children or childhood, pining for the past, the rekindling of old friendships or romances, events that bring back memories, childlike innocence, and becoming fast friends. So that will be China Berry 420. All right, Phoenix Rising is next. Phoenix Rising, since you didn't want me to pull a card, I'm going to pull you a fairy card. And since you didn't want me to read for you, I'm just going to read you the basic meaning. Today I pulled for you the Prince of Spring. So he's charming, he's self-confident, passionate, and restless. Immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage a passionate relationship. He is a charmer. So that will be Phoenix Rising Daily Tarot. Yep. Do you know who that is? Phoenix Rising. Do you want a deeper meaning into it or no? It's just you and Jan Sarlo that I have left on my list, folks. So I got no problem. If you want me to read it to you, I'd be glad to. Shall we? Prince of Spring. So he says to you, Phoenix Rising, this is a proverbial knight in shining armor, and he's here to help you in whatever way is needed. There is no task too big and no detail too small that he won't rush in and take charge of it. If you need something done now, he's your guy. As an endless optimist, he's always smiling when he works, and once his job is done, you'll probably get a happy wink from him as well. Our prince is charming and courageous, confident, and oh my, so busy. That's because he wants to see everything, do everything, experience everything. Of course, if there's a lull in the action at the moment, you may find yourself with a very bored prince. A bored prince can also be a grumpy and impatient prince. It's hard for him to really relax and kick back when there's just so much to accomplish out there in the world. Additional meanings of this card are feeling alive, the urge to get busy, handling many things at once, issues that require speedy decisions and actions, and a desire for adventure. Yeah, good, good. Yep, excellent. Quite the charmer. Always busy. All right, Jan is next. Jan Sarlo, pulling from the Fairy Tarot deck for you, dear. Oh, awesome, Jan. It's the Two of Summer. So the Two of Summer says to Jan, falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up, Jan. Your relationship can be healed. So more on that for you, Jan. All right, Jan. When it's real, you know it. And this relationship is one that you can count on. Two hearts become one in a beautiful moment of true romance. It's safe to make a commitment and allow yourself to love and be loved. Let yourself rejoice and revel in these heart-fluttering emotions. Relationships sometimes go through challenges. This isn't the time for you to give up. If your partnership is feeling strained, continue to work on it. Love still lives in the hearts of both individuals. Stay in a place of faith. Additional meanings for Jan are getting engaged, an equal partnership, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem, an unexpected gift, an intimate friendship, and ending a disagreement. So that will be Jan's Daily Tarot. Now, is there anyone on this list that I missed that I didn't read for today that would like their card read? Just want to make sure I got you all. Everybody's so quiet. There's only 7 of us left in here. So, Phoenix Rising. If you want to make fairy circles with us, we'd love to do that too. But you got to leave us a comment. I can't get there from here. So I need you to leave a comment on one of our videos. Watch a video and leave a comment. And then I will follow you back to your channel. And that's how I make fairy circles with you too. And we can get connected too. We are tightening our connection here. So we encourage each other to make fairy circles with everybody who comes into our chat. And we're forming an enlightened community. Aw, you're very welcome, Mel Mac. I appreciate that. Yes, and I'm very proud of it too. I feel like this is a great community. It's a wonderful place where people can talk to each other and be on the same level. It's hard to find a place like that anymore. When I was young, my parents would sit around and talk about philosophy, and it was so cool as a little small child to be able to listen to them talk about philosophy and esoterical things and metaphysical and multi-universes and just all kinds of really, really amazing things. So I learned a lot when I was very young. I was already learning about all kinds of metaphysical stuff, like astral travel and telekinesis and how to close your eyes and know where something is that's lost. Things like that. But I struggle with my physical life all the time. Like, for instance, words. I have such a hard time with words. I think I was born with a, what do they call that? A cleft tongue, I think. Where you have like, or no, it was tongue-tied. That's what it was. So I was a little bit tongue-tied, and of course I grew out of that for the most part. But I do still mess up a lot of words, especially S's. I get stuck on S's, and I have to think about S's before I say them. Your cross is heavy. Well, set it down, Phoenix. Set the cross down, or let us help you carry it. It's all good, man. We will be glad to help you out. You just ask. All you gotta do is ask. Somebody will help you. Promise. You're in a good place now. You're in a place where you can ask, and it's okay to ask. Were, and are still my problems. Well, set the cross down. Just set it down. It's no big deal. You don't have to carry it. Why don't you just kick it? Set the cross down and kick it down the road. Or get inventive about it and put some wheels on that baby. Get out the wheels. Right? All right, you guys. So here we come on that 2-hour mark. I guess we could sit around and talk for another 3 minutes, 4 minutes. R's are hard for you to say. S's are hard for me. I have to think about them. And speech therapy, they said, say this. He thrusts his fists against the posts and still insists he sees the ghosts. But if I don't think about it, and it comes out whistling, and I sound like the gopher off of Winnie the Pooh. So and I end up whistling my S's most of the time. Yeah. So I really have to think about it sometimes, and I trip over words a lot. So that is just how it is. But, I mean, if you can get through it with me, then it's all good. And words are just words. I mean, they really are. Yes, right, the Stone Kingdom. I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. Yep, be a light bearer. And a light worker, too. But if you struggle with anything, like I said, if the cross is heavy and you feel like it's a burden, you learn to put wheels on that sucker. Purposeful with your R's. I have to be purposeful with my S's. Yes. Your dad was an auctioneer, he'd say. Little brown bug bit the big brown bear. Little brown bug bit the big brown bear. Nice. Awesome. Little brown bug bit the big brown bear. Little brown bug bit the big brown bear. I'm pretty good at saying that, but he thrusts his fist against a post and still insists he sees a ghost. That one's hard. He thrusts his fist against a post and still insists he sees a ghost. Ghosts. Yeah. And the six sheep sick. The six sheep sick. Yeah. It's no big deal, the Stone Kingdom. We know you're hurting right now, man. It's going to be okay, though. I'm telling you, sometimes these things are good things. It might seem like a bad thing right now. I mean, I know you're hurting, but realize that everything is for a reason, and it's all a cycle. So it's got to get better. It just has to get better, you know. If that wheel turns down to the water and you're stuck down here, it's going to come back up. See? Goes down to the water, comes back up. Down to the water, comes back up. And it keeps rotating like that. So you may drown a little bit when you're down here, but just know that you're coming back up. And then when you're ready to go back down again, hold your breath. You know what I mean? So here comes the 2-hour mark, and I'm going to just get off here. I got some stuff to do. I need to get some things mailed out, folks. So I'm wishing you all a wonderful day. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Yes, that's right. The wheel keeps turning. So we'll see you tomorrow, folks. Peace and love and light. And be good to each other. And we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Yes, it was Stone Kingdom. I really feel it was. All right, you guys. Have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow.